How's it going, everybody? Mobile Aviator here, coming at you with yet another RFS video. Today we're going to be taking the JetBlue A320-200 from JFK down to Atlanta, but not just any JetBlue A320. No, this is the Sacred Blue livery, so a special livery, nonetheless. But we're going to be taking it down to Atlanta today. Flight time should be about 2 hours and 40 minutes en route, so a decently long flight, but hopefully it goes by quick. We're all loaded up and set up here in the cockpit. All we got to do is call over the pushback tug. We'll push back, fire up our engines, and we'll get down to runway 4 left, where we will be taking off. Okay, everything looks to be all connected outside. So let's go over to our ground systems menu and dismiss the jetway. There it goes. And we will open up our engine start checklist. We'll throw on our beacon light and we will begin our auto push. And we will start up engine number 2. Okay, engine number 2 looks to be fully online, so we will check that off on our checklist here. Now we will start up engine number 1. And engine number 1 is fully online, so we can go and check that off here in our checklist. There we go, and we can shut our APU off. You can hear it dying in the background there. Let's go to our before taxi checklist, turn our anti-ice on, as well as our taxi lights and our nav lights. There we go. And we have our before takeoff checklist we'll take care of when we get closer to the runway. But let's check our flight controls real quick. Ailerons first. We got left, center, right, center, elevators, up, and down. There we go. Flight controls are free and correct. Now let's head over to runway 4 left. We'll give her a little power and we'll be on our way. We should be in the air very, very shortly. Okay, we are reaching runway 4 left here, so let's go over to our before takeoff checklist. Strobe lights will come on. Takeoff flaps will be 2 today. There we go. And landing lights will come on since we're reaching the runway. After takeoff, we'll take care of that after we get up in the air a little bit. But we'll close that up for now. Give her a little more power, because we're trying to get out of here as fast as possible. Okay, runway 4 left is verified. Let's line up here. About right there. Okay, I think we're all good to go. Let's bring them up to 40%. Let them hold for a few seconds. And here we go. Cross-checked.
V1.
Rotate. Going on up.
Positively.
Gear is coming on up, and we are airborne out of JFK. Okay, let's start our left-hand turn. It's very beautiful outside today. Makes for a very beautiful departure. But nonetheless, we are climbing on out of JFK. Okay, everybody, we have just reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. Let's head over to our cruise and descent checklist. Cabin lights are off, and there we go. That's all we had to do. Everything else we'll take care of later. But we are going to be up here for a little while. Probably the next 45-50 minutes. There's an airport out there to our left, about our 11 o'clock. Not sure which one that is, but pretty cool. Yeah, but we're going to be up here for a little while, about the next 50 minutes, and we will begin our initial descent into Atlanta. Been a pretty smooth flight so far. Hopefully it will stay that way. Okay, we began our initial descent into Atlanta. First and foremost, we're going to turn on the seatbelt sign. We're going to go to our cruise and descent checklist, and we're going to enable the anti-ice. There we go, and that's all we have to do for that portion of the flight. Very short, but yeah, we will be on the ground in Atlanta here in about half an hour. Alright, everybody, we are on short final into Atlanta. Airport is at our 12 o'clock. We are landing on that rightmost runway right there. That is runway 26 right. Let's try and bring this thing in for a nice and smooth landing. We're going to go and engage approach mode so we can get a little bit of help with the alignment. Let's go to our approach checklist. Approach is armed. Everything else we don't have to do just yet. So we'll wait about another minute or two before we progress through the rest of this. We'll bring our brakes to and check that off. Still a little bit of the way out from the airport. About 5 nautical miles. And I'm just going to go ahead and reference last video. I know the landing wasn't very good, which is why I'm going to try and definitely top it on this one. Hopefully it's nice and smooth. But then again, you never know. I could be jinxing myself. But while we're on the topic of this landing, let's go ahead and bring the flaps down. Let's go full flaps. Mark those off on our checklist. Let's arm our spoilers, and let's bring the gear on down. That should be giving us our glide slope, or the little purple diamond that you see on the PFD, maybe. I don't know, you may not be able to see it. Landing checklist, landing gear is checked down. Autopilot and auto thruster are as required. We'll take care of everything else after the landing. I've been trying to learn how to do landings from the cockpit view, and it hasn't really worked out in my favor, but who cares? I'm going to try it again today. And disengage autopilot, my airplane. But for this landing, we're going to go sterile cockpit.
Minimum 200. 100. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Versus outbreaks engaged. Speed reversers. Can we take this exit right now? We'll go to the next one. And runway 26 right vacated. Let's go to our landing, check everything off. Go to our after landing. Flaps will come up, spoilers will go down. Strobe lights will come off, so will the anti-ice. And the landing lights will come off for the taxi lights. And we can turn on our APU. All right, welcome to Atlanta, everybody. Let's get over to our gate. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to our gate. We're going to turn in right here. Can't forget to kill the taxi lights this time, because I have every other video. And good. All right, parking brake is set. Let's go to our parking checklist here. Parking brake is set. We will call the jetway over to us, and we will shut down engines 1 and 2. Here's our flight report right here. Everything we need is on it. But those have been turned off. Both lights can come off. And there... Oh, turn the seatbelt sign off, of course. Can't forget that. And there you have it. All right. Thank you all for watching the second RFS video on the channel. I appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun on this route. I also appreciate the support that you guys have been giving recently. It's been great, and hopefully I can continue to post these kinds of videos in the future. But once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep on flying.